see deception everywhere, so I'm like,
okay.
You know, when you're talking about that Foxcatcher movie, hold on. You know, you're talking
Yes.
about that Foxcatcher movie. You're like, you've said it a couple times on your podcast where you're like, once you saw that they left Gary Goodridge out, you were like, I can't trust this movie.
Right.
I can't. The whole movie's, I can't trust it. It may be real, it may not be real, but I need some proof.
I got you.
That's exactly how I feel about.
Space.
No, not space. The government.
The government.
So
For
anything coming from a government agency, whatever, it's a government agency, I look at it like Foxcatcher. You've lied enough where I'm like, I need some irrefutable evidence. Otherwise, why do I have to believe it? I just assume it ain't real. I
get it, but SpaceX isn't the government. SpaceX
yes,
is a private company.
Yeah, no, they're subsidized by the government, man.
Oh, they're subsidized?
They do. They got like $4 billion from
So
the
they tell
government.
them to fake space?
No one's trusting NASA no more, so they're handing it over. Hey, let's do this side thing, and everyone's all into space now.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
I think it's when you saw that Tesla launch. You saw that?
What are you talking about?
When he claimed to launch a Tesla,
Roadster
that
into
Roadster.
space?
Did you see that footage?
The actual Tesla in space?
Yes.
Yes, I saw that.
And you have I've always known you as a dude who had a strong, vibrant bullshit meter. You've always been that guy. You're going to watch that evidence and go,
okay.
You can't just buy that, dude. You can't just buy that.
Well,
dude.
let me
It's
see
ridiculous.
Okay, let me see
the very first thing.
Jamie's gonna find it.
Hey, the very first thing.
Don't poison the water.
Okay.
If you want me to get an honest reaction.
The first thing Elon Musk said in his press conference, the first thing he said is like, well, I think it's impossible and ridiculous, and if you can tell it's real because it looks so fake. That's the opposite of logic. There's logic and reason, and then there's the opposite of that.
No.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake is the opposite of logic.
Or that's just something he says because he's a fucking genius and he's taking a picture from space.
No, the reason
of a
why he
car
said
that's
that,
flying through the air.
No, the reason he said that was because all day when they did that, all day, all over the internet was like fake, 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 fake. So he had to have a statement.
Please hold on.
He had to have a statement.
This is so ridiculous. Let me see it, Jamie.
Watch
Come on. Let me see the video.
Which one?
The fucking
the
launch
Tesla
of
in
the
space.
fucking-
I know
The
it's
Tesla
a
in
4.5 hour video. Which
is it?
part
No,
of
just
it
get a
do you want
short
me-
one. Just go to Tesla in
the-
space.
Then you're gonna
Roadster
say
in
I
space.
picked the wrong one that got edited. So I'm trying to find the one that's from SpaceX that it's.
We could just abandon the subject. So fruitless.
You know what? it may be real. SpaceX
Why would
may
they
be
fake
real.
that?
Exactly. Why?
But
Who
you've
knows
seen
why?
them shoot the rockets off. I mean, literally,
It looks
people
when you look
watch
at it.
them. They
Anytime you
watch
see
it.
a rocket, anytime you see a rocket shoot, you see it go up and then you see it go down into the ocean.
No.
They launch rockets.
You
They're launching
don't.
rockets.
That's what it looks like because what you're seeing it go over the curve of the earth, Eddie. You're seeing it go over the ocean. You're seeing it go up and over. And so as it gets further away that you can't see it anymore, it looks like it's going
supposed
down.
to be going up,
but
not
it is going
parallel
down. It
to
is
the
going
ground.
up. It's not going parallel to the ground.
Okay. So
They're
all
shooting
right,
him
they are
into the
shooting
fucking
it. They are-
space and
they
the
are shooting
planet
it.
is spinning.
Yeah, okay. I understand that that's what you believe, but you got to understand why I believe what I believe because
that's what you see. But if you have someone explain it to you, will you still believe it? If you have a scientist explain to you how the physics work,
no explanation. There's no explanation. I need evidence.
You need evidence.
And then when you see evidence, when you see that Tesla that they launched, and you see how fake it looks so fake.
Okay, but just because something doesn't look real doesn't mean it's fake.
But it doesn't mean it's real. I need evidence. I need evidence. That's not evidence. You look at it like that's not evidence.
Everything you see that you haven't seen with your own eyes might be fake.
Maybe. I don't trust. It's a liar
So
you don't trust.
Everybody has like a simulation.
You know,
right?
I had a friend who lied about everything. Everything about his life, where he was from, all the things he did. He was a wrestling champion. He had everything. Then I found out, like 2 years into the relationship, little by little, that he lied about this and he lied about that. Then I find out that he lied about everything. He's one of those guys that lies about everything.
And that's how you view the government.
Yeah, exactly. So he may be telling the truth, and even total liars will tell the truth throughout the day a lot just to get through the day. That you have to tell the truth to get, but then, at the drop of a hat, they're going to lie about their life in some crazy way or whatever.
I understand your logic, Eddie. Let me slow you down here. I understand your logic, but you also have to assume that most of the people that are telling you the truth about this or that online that also don't have proof, that also are talking about these things and they haven't shown you, you haven't seen it, you haven't been there, just like you haven't been, examining satellites. These people, they you don't know if they're full of shit either.
They could be real. They could be.
They could be. But why would you assume they were? Why would you assume they were, but the satellites are fake? See what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Assume that the people that are making these YouTube videos, that they're correct, but the people that are putting up satellites are full of shit.
I just go by science. That's it. Scientific evidence, like real science. Like water is always level, right? We know that. Water is always level. At 100 miles in the ocean.
Conversation if you don't understand how gravity works over a giant fucking sphere.
No. If we live on a ball that's 25,000 miles in circumference. If we do, then the water should be bending at a certain rate.
Stop with this. This is so crazy. You don't even know what that means.
I do know what that means. If it's a ball, the ocean should be curving at a certain rate, and they figured that out.
That's
perspective. That's perspective.
Yeah, but it's going around. Why is it going over the top, and why does it shrink at the end?
Everything. You look at the end of a street. Street lights do that.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Street lights do that. That's called perspective.
Hill. Eddie, they do that on the hill, not on the ocean.
No, but you're looking at those electrical posts or whatever you call them, and they go down. That's how street light. You go right in the middle of the street. The very next street light appears to be shorter than that one, and then the next one appears to be shorter. That's how you draw shit. But is it really that short? No, it's just your perspective. You're actually looking at an optical illusion. You're actually looking at. It looks like they're getting shorter and descending. But are they? No, they're not. Because if you went up,
but Eddie, they disappear. They disappear over the horizon.
And then you could bring them back in.
But you can't. That's not true.
No, you can.
You can see more up to the edge of the horizon. No, but at the edge of the horizon, it goes over. They go over the edge.
So when you're talking about when with the naked eye, you're looking at a boat go in the ocean and you see it go over the horizon.
When you use telescopes, you're just getting small enough so that you can't see it anymore.
Exactly.
But if you use a telescope, you can still see it for a little while.
Yeah.
And then it goes over the fucking curve of the earth.
If you had a more powerful telescope, it brings it even closer.
But if you had a more powerful
otherwise, they've already had tests. They've already done that.
But you could see England. You could look out at. You could see Hawaii.
There's too much.
You could see Hawaii. Why can't you see Hawaii? If you could see the moon, why can't you see Hawaii?
There's a lot of atmospheric.
No, it curves. The fucking thing curves.
No, if it curves,
That's what the scientists say, Eddie. The ones who make the GPS, the ones who make the maps, the ones who chart the fucking paths for airplanes and shipping routes. All those people say it's round. All the people that do satellites, all the people that are involved in aerospace, all the people that are involved in anything where you have to calculate the fucking curve of the earth and the to get things to places. All those people think it. They're all wrong. That's crazy that they haven't seen that picture. They don't see that picture. If they saw that picture, they would get it.
At 100 miles in the ocean, 100 miles, how much curvature should there be? Do you know?
I don't care.
It's about 6,000 feet. Okay. It's about 6,000 feet of curvature. So you should not be able to see.
Is that how far you can see?
No, you wouldn't be able to see 100 miles away from the ocean.
But who, Eddie? You didn't go to school for this stuff. These people that are talking to you.
Dude, I research this all the time.
I know, but you're hearing from
what
one
I'm saying
side.
Is not a lot.
But you know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is that at 100 miles, there should be 6,000 feet of curvature. You don't even understand what that means.
I don't.
I understand what that means. If we live on a ball that at every 100 miles, there should be 6,000 feet of curvature. There's a formula for it. But when you look, there's Navy ships that can target other Navy ships with lasers 100 miles away. It would be impossible if there was a 6,000 foot curvature of water. Impossible. They take pictures of their target. Pictures at 100 miles. There's no curvature. It's flat. There should be 6,000 feet of curvature.
They take pictures with what, Eddie? This is not your area of expertise. This is one of the reasons why I get crazy about this kind of shit.
Dude, I look into this all the time.
But just because you read something that someone says.
But I know that. You can't dispute what I just said. You can't dispute what I just said.
I bet you can. I bet I didn't go to school for it, so I don't know. But I bet if someone did.
Do you understand if we live on a ball at 100 feet, there should be 6,000 feet of curvature? Does that make sense to you?
So everyone's wrong, Eddie. So all these fucking people that are flying around Australia, they're doing it the wrong way. All these people that go over the North Pole, all that's fake.
No one goes over the North Pole.
Sure they do. There's no flights over the North Pole? There's no flight pass?
Maybe there's military planes that go over the North Pole, maybe.
Okay, let's change subjects.
But I've flown all over the world. I've never gone over the North Pole. I've flown everywhere. Okay. I've been everywhere. No one ever goes over the North Pole.
So why wouldn't they go over the North Pole?
I don't know.
This is so
obviously
painful.
No. If it's so painful, let's change the subject.
I'm trying to change the subject.
We could talk about Tony Ferguson this Saturday. What about that?
That's a great fight.
You got any questions?